All right, everybody. Spoilers from here on out in this episode. We're going to get into it. We're going to finally talk unbuckled. Thanksgiving is over. We've sat back in the chair. It's time for some spoilers. We binged Helstrom over the course of Friday and Saturday. It's 10 episodes. Some of them are like 43 minutes. Some of them are like 55 minutes. Somewhere in that range. Erin, you want to kick us off? What's your review?
Yes.
Give it to us.
I think Helstrom is worth watching, even though it's just one season. I kind of tell myself maybe it's just like one extended long movie instead. Because well, why not? It seems like 99% of the time, we don't know if shows are getting picked up for a second season as we're watching the first one. So this is really no difference, than if you watched it and then just act like you don't know it's going to not keep going. The
problem is I think people are going to hesitate to put any time into this.
Yeah. That's why I say, if you like horror, if you like Marvel, then, give it a go.
I think we should have a petition to get this season 2.
Could happen.
It was really good.
I don't know. Yeah. I think it started out pretty strong, but as it ended in a totally different way that I never thought would happen. And it kind of made me a little salty about it, I guess. I didn't really like the way it ended at all.
For sure. Yes.
But I thought the actors, all of them, did a really great job. My runner-up for best actors would be the caretaker, Henry, and Dr. Louise Hastings. Yep. There's just some kind of connection between them two that I just really loved. And they got to bond over a taco truck.
Which is really good.
That's the best part.
They have some serious chemistry.
Something's going on
Even
there.
in real life, I think they have some chemistry.
You think?
Not like romantic in real life, but
friends?
I'm just saying like their souls vibed when they were working together on set. Like there's just something about them.
Yeah, I liked it. I almost picked them as my top characters in this show, but I just can't pass up the Helstrom siblings.
They're really good. They were cast well. They acted well. I think they did a nice job.
And overall, I mean, this show is horror, but I didn't think it was super scary at all.
It was suspenseful.
Yeah, we don't usually watch a lot of horror just because of me. And I'm always like, no, it's too scary. I'm not going to be able to sleep. Sleep with one eye open and the lights on. Or maybe just the fact that when we watch horror, it's more supernatural or vampires. And this really reminded me of that type of show.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't out of the ordinary, I don't think. There's nothing in it that I haven't really seen before. Is there?
No, it wasn't like The Hills Have Eyes or whatever. Like Children of the Corn. Woo! No, thank you.
There were a lot of suspenseful moments in the show, like Greg said. And sometimes you didn't know if it was a dream or if it was real life. And I think that made it even more scary to me.
I do believe that the Helstroms have visions or can speak with the demons while they're sleeping.
Yeah, it made it a little bit more scary, I think.
Yeah.
One last thing. I think they could have progressed the story a little bit faster and even add a little bit more action, especially wanted to see more of the siblings using their powers.
For sure. It needed that terribly. I mean, in my opinion, they missed a perfect opportunity to have some sort of superpower standoff as the final, like a final boss battle, which is what they should have done.
I mean, we didn't even see Damon use his powers. It was a few episodes in, and all of a sudden, he starts doing stuff and levitating people or
we have
catching
no
people
idea.
on fire, and then I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Like,
yeah, it should have been doing this right away. I really didn't know what to expect from Helstrom. I didn't read any of the comic books. I stay away from comics like this. Just, I'm a pumpkin spice latte kind of comic book reader.
Yeah. It seems like the more of these horror, supernatural comic shows or movies that we watch, it makes me go, maybe we should be reading some of these comics. I mean, we do watch The Walking Dead, and that's based on horror comic, but we watched the DC Justice League Dark movie. Mm-hmm. That was very supernatural.
Don't you read, or you used to read the Outcast comics? Wasn't that the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have, like... We haven't gone to the comic book store in a while. Hopefully they're saving our stuff.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I have all those, like, since it first started.
I honestly didn't even know that this comic book character existed. And I've read a lot of Ghost Rider. Mm-hmm. My cousin Jeff used to collect Ghost Rider like crazy when we were young. That's where I was exposed to that. But honestly, I didn't really like Ghost Rider then, nor do I really like Ghost Rider now. It's kind of a, personal preference. People like different stuff.
Yeah. Did you like them on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Not really.
No?
Mm-mm. The other strange thing is the teaser trailer, when we originally watched it, was really bad.
Oh, yeah.
We watched it and we thought, oh, no. Because we knew that we were going to have to do an episode and that kind of stuff was coming up. And we were just like, are we really going to watch this? I mean, it just looked really bad.
Yeah. Did you go back and watch the trailer, or did they recut the trailer?
So I went back and I rewatched not only the original teaser, but the original trailer, and they were good.
You think?
Yes. Now that I know what the show is, the trailers were awesome. But watching them the first time, not knowing anything about it, they picked terrible scenes for a trailer.
I need to go back and watch that.
Not only that, there's some scenes in the trailer that weren't in the show.
What?
Yeah, a couple of them.
You think they got cut? They're tricking us.
They must have gotten cut. I saw some of them and I went, that wasn't in the show.
Really?
Yeah. But overall, I really liked it. And before I talk about the good, I want to talk about the bad, because I want to end on the good because it was more good than bad. And I don't want people to remember the bad as much as they remember the good. So I'll start with the bad.
Give it to us, Gary.
Give it to you. The story was disjointed. The last few episodes were more like season 2. The first episodes were more like season 1. They were 2 completely different shows. About like episode 4, some weird stuff started happening. Some stuff that I was like, what? What am I watching?
Yeah.
As soon as the mom came out of her demon coma thing, the show got way worse. They spent so much time in the beginning explaining the family issues of the Hellstroms and all that you didn't even get to see the hints of the demon mother. You should have seen her calculating her master plan. It should have shown her communing with the demons and making plans, but yet Damon and Anna didn't know what was going on. And you see them fall in her trap. That would have been amazing. Like, that's the great thing about a lot of these shows that you watch, is you see the enemy side and the good person side, but they don't know. The characters don't know. So you're like, don't go in there. Remember in The Walking Dead when the Whisperer doctor had killed and Rosita came in and she's like, what's going on? You're like, don't go in there, because you've seen both sides.
Yes.
That's how you make suspense. The watcher of the show has to know what's going on with the bad people and the good people.
Yeah.
That's how it gets to be real creepy.
Interesting. Paul's not known for making horror.
Instead, what happened is it was more like a mediocre show where you had to kind of remember all these threads that were going on. And then you had to like, oh, okay, I see, understand. Oh, I get it. When the guy they think is their dad grabs Anna's leg and she realizes that's not her dad, it isn't clear that that's the mother demon's son. It isn't clear then. You don't know who that is until later.
They don't even know, though.
No, Damon and Anna don't know. But Mother, the demon mother, obviously knows because she's in the truck, right? And she's like laughing, haha. I'm thinking to myself, what just happened?
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense to me. But Damon and Anna in the show seemed like they had it all figured out. Like, oh my gosh. I figured it out. I'm like, well, I haven't. Can you tell me?
That's why I thought that the story didn't move fast enough.
Yeah.
Like, they could have filled in a lot of those potholes and storylines way faster and moved the story along. Gave us more.
Yeah. Now on to the good. Okay. So it was really good seeing Damon and Anna flex their superpowers in combating the demons, right? It was really, really fun. It was visually stunning. Damon's chest would glow. He would burn his shirt. Like, it was awesome.
Uh-huh.
When they were flexing their superpowers, it felt like it could take the niche that's missing in TV right now, that supernatural show niche, right? Like, the actual show Supernatural is over.
Yeah.
We don't really have like a demon hunting, monster hunting show out right now that's any good, at least. This could have been it. It so could have been it. And it's got the right cast. It's got the right stories. It's got the right history with Marvel. I love the fact that when the demons were excised, that they roam the earth. They don't go to hell or heaven or wherever. It gives it some substance that you have to consider. Like, do I save this person and let the demon out? Or do I not? That sort of moral complexity is very interesting in TV.
Yeah, that's different than a lot of demon hunting shows we've watched.
Exactly. The universe had rules, and the rules are what makes TV fun. Like, you have to use your brain a little bit. And you have to kind of figure things out, and it makes it to where you can be a fan and have something to talk about. I absolutely recommend watching this show, even though it's only one season. It's better than almost everything that's out right now. If you think about the stuff that's out, if you're looking for something new,
it's not as good as What We Do in the Shadows.
It's not. If you have Hulu, you've already watched What We Do in the Shadows.
But it's totally different. And it's horror.
Yeah. It's barely horror.
Comedy horror.
Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah. I also really enjoyed this break from what we normally watch to watch this show.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you rate this out of 5 stars?
I don't know. I was thinking like maybe 3.5 for
3.5 out of 5?
Yeah. Not quite 4, I don't think. I think it could have been a 4 if it didn't end the way that it did.
Yep.
But the fact that it did, I was like, nope.
The whole baby thing was a complete screw up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I would rate this a 3.5 out of 5 also. I think they needed an episode or 2 more to really connect what's happening in the story. Or they needed to speed it up, like you said. One of the two. We should have gotten some pretense into what Mother was thinking. We had no idea she was controlling the skull or what was going on, right? Like, I still don't understand how she was doing it and why she waited 20 years of being in the mental institution to do it.
They weren't shooting a show 20 years ago, Gary.
See what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Like, it's been there the whole time.
If they would have just done those couple things, then it would have gotten another half a star. If they would have scratched the whole baby thing completely, what should have happened is the mother possessed by a super strong demon. Something catastrophic should happen to bring Damon and Anna together, where they go battle demons and they learn that combined, they're more powerful than they are separate. In the very end, they go and together excise the demon from their mother and live happily ever after. Boom. Season 1. Right? They could have just been battling crazy demons all season. And then while they were learning how strong they were and showing us their sweet powers and doing the things that they were doing, and then go on and save their mom, cure Dr. Hastings of her cancer, kick the crap out of some bloods, it would have been a good show. Like, I would have been high-fiving, put in some of the scary stuff, so you're just not sure what's going to happen. Damon sets some things on fire. It would have been amazing. But no, it was...
Yeah, it was almost too wibbly-wobbly in the storylines.
It was good. It had potential to be great, but it was good.
I still enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it a lot, actually. If they had a season 2, I would totally tune in, because I think this kind of nonsense with the baby is over.
No, it's not.
It is.
The baby's still alive.
Well, I know, but now they're going to battle it. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to grow up to be a bad demon, and they're going to have to battle her, which I think is going to be cool. Like, that's what they needed to do this season 1.
Yeah. Maybe they should have started out with just having the little kid there.
Yeah.
And explaining how it came about.
All right. Well, we'll talk more about that later, though.